10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I should have seen that one coming.
Team Empire's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Empire's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Dark Seer.
Team Empire's turn to pick.
Hello everybody and welcome back to
10
Dota Pit
seconds
Season
remaining.
4. I'm Capitalist and we're here for our last series of the night.
5 seconds
It feels
remaining.
like maybe it's just been a long
night.
time since we've done
Reserve time.
this many games in a row, but
The games were also like stretching to hour
yeah, that's
length
really
as
what
well.
it is. That Liquid series, so long.
The second game of the first series as well was one of those like those painful, it's going to end and we're waiting for it to end kind of things.
Actually, I feel like both of them were.
Yeah.
That second game, there was like hype, like oh my god, maybe HR can come back, but at the same time, before that
Liquid's turn to
point
pick.
where Liquid kind of threw, and even after that point, it was just like Liquid still haven't.
Team Liquid's
like
turn
that's the best
to
kind of
ban.
games though, where there's that 10% glimmer of hope. That's the dream.
Team Empire's
Dream
turn
right
to
there.
ban.
Yeah.
At least for a caster.
Team
Maybe not for the
Liquid's
players.
turn
If you're in
to
that
ban.
10% group, then you're just like, oh, come on!
Team Empire's turn to
Dream
ban.
if you actually do come back. Team Empire, Spirit Breaker, and Vengeful Spirit. Why am I not surprised? To really like these two. Darkseer
10
and
seconds
Lone
remaining.
Druid get picked up by Team Liquid. Lifestealer being banned
5
away by
seconds
Team
remaining.
Empire. They're like, nope.
Team
Taking no
Empire's
chances.
turn to pick.
Nope. You have a Darkseer. We know what you can do.
It's
Let's
also the
not
fact
even
you got a
touch
lone
it.
druid. Like, that lone druid's actually able to add pressure, unlike the previous lineups where
Yeah.
they didn't have Death Prophet, they didn't have lone druid. But yeah. They're not going to do it that time around, but Team Liquid, you notice there's still a Chen inside the pool. That's available if they want to try and play the micro-intensive jungler like that.
10 seconds remaining.
They have other options.
5 seconds remaining.
Enchantress, Lifestealer Mask. Team Empire here.
Reserve time.
As we know, 2 of the 3 cores, and they're rather tanky heroes. How do you want to approach this? Zeus is definitely,
Team
I think, a
Liquid's
pretty good
turn to
start
pick.
here.
At the same
I actually
time,
think that Slark is pretty good, kind of lineup, even if people feel like
you saying
Slark
Slark
is
for Liquid?
for Team Empire.
Okay. Because I'd be a little concerned because Gyrocopter's still in the pool here for Team Liquid, and the synergy
They
with the
can't
Dark
fit it
Seer-
in. I don't
can't?
think. I mean, do you run a
true.
lone
Yeah,
druid
yeah.
mid?
What do you want to
10
do? Like, there's a
seconds
Matoma Lone
remaining.
Druid and a Dark Seer. Well, then again, we were also staring at the barrel of a
5
potential support
seconds
Darkseer in the first
Yeah.
game of Team Liquid.
that was some weird.
Reserve
It-
time.
It was, but the synergy is still there. You still get your jungle out of it, so it's not that bad.
Team Liquids. I think they might as well pick up their puck in this.
Team Empire's turn to pick.
Can't see anything really wrong with it, except for the fact you're facing Zeus. It's not something that's.
Found out some if not in that one.
10
Sorry, not
seconds
that call.
remaining.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
We're allowed to tell
5
people.
seconds remaining.
Oh, I don't want to do it now.
You want to do it now?
No.
Okay, we'll tell people later. Hold it with me.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Follow had Twitter.
Spectre. Okay, yeah, Spectre is probably the other one.
We
Just probably
we
the
keep
other one.
seeing this hero appearing time and time again, and I always get worried that she misses window until there's this one huge ass fight when someone does so much prep damage he just comes in and takes it, cleans up the rest. And I'm like, oh wow, Spectre's a
10
real hero
seconds
now. You
remaining.
need to have like an injection of golden experience to make it work.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm just worried that Team Empire plays such a risky strat. When Team Empire, they
Reserve
have
time.
shown time and time again over the last few days that they will go into very risky strats.
For me, when I was thinking about the Slark, I was thinking of just what would deal with a tanky hero. But I think Spectre is pretty good as well in this regards. The danger is going to be the Maledict from the Witch Doctor. That is actually probably the most dangerous thing, surprisingly enough. Like out of everything, but supports in general will usually just melt the Spectre. So yeah, they may never have that chance to get a Maledict out.
Maybe that's when you start looking towards like those support items for a Witch
Team
Doctor.
Empire's turn to ban.
I don't know if you want to go into Glimmer Cape, that's the way to get away from the Spectre. If it's worthwhile going an early Ghost Scepter on the Spectre can't kill you that way, but this is kind of like a different game with the Spectre, where he should still be building for a Radiant.
10 seconds remaining.
Because you don't have that Lone Druid in the lineup with Team
Yeah.
Empire. So
5
Ghost Scepter actually
seconds
won't
remaining.
save you from that. Glimmer Cape you'll still burn a little bit, but at least you won't take Desolate attack down.
Team Liquid's
Which is what's gonna
turn
kill
to
you.
ban.
Dazzle is the last ban out. That would have allowed Witch Doctor to finish everything. As in, finish his ulti duration. You got a Viper, a Lone Druid, and a Darkseer. Once the mech
10
is up, these are
seconds
three
remaining.
very tanky heroes to get through, plus the bear.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm presuming. Oh yeah. I was
Team
like,
Liquid's
I was thinking about
turn
like
to pick.
potential offlaners, but and I was in my mind I was conflicted because like what offlaner would be good here if they chose to, for once, not have Havos play the Spirit Breaker, or have him play the Spirit Breaker from a 4 position and open up a different offlaner. But yeah, the Ancient Apparition clearly, because for all the
10
reasons you were talking
seconds
about,
remaining.
the tankiness, mech,
Yeah.
percentage space
5
damage is
seconds
always going to be good,
remaining.
which is the reason that the Zeus was a great pickup.
And if Team
Oh,
Liquid
that's right,
was
I didn't
actually
explain that.
considering going, it is a support seer.
Oh
It
my
is
god!
a support Darkseer.
Woo, Liquid.
We had an inkling during the previous draft that that's what
Uh-huh.
was happening. I'm assuming Team Liquid are doing this in scrim somewhere, hence like the bans went that way previously.
What a weird pickup. So now Mind Control is going to be playing the Lone Druid offlane. Man, he's such like Darkseer. Is so
Well, do you have to
signature
do
for him.
that? Like, you could look back at like the guy who's playing Spirit Breaker right now. He used to run a Juggernaut off lane. Could get away with that. It's not
Yeah, man.
really the
I
thing.
doubt it.
Like, and Team Liquid do have enough like their players have done enough roles. Like Kuro has played every role in
10
his time Dota.
seconds remaining.
Be thrown to the off lane, and Mind Control can play that comfortable hero
5
for Darkseer.
seconds remaining.
played carry.
He played
mid.
support. He played mid. He played one position. Yeah. I think there was a small period of time when he was on Team GGNet that
Prepare for battle.
played off lane. Actually, no, he was playing number 1 position in GGNet. But mind control is the Dark Seer.
Kuro support Juggernaut.
It's MMY, right?
Juggernaut. I guess. I mean,
it's the MMY play.
if you look at it, this team is insanely good with healing ward. So I guess you're like, oh man, I wish we had a healing ward, but we don't have a position open for a Juggernaut carry. I guess you get Juggernaut support. All right, this is gonna be this is gonna be cool.
This is all about the rotation kills, though. Like we remember, because this happened at TI4. This happened at TI4 with the support Juggernaut pickup. Basically, what had to happen was the Juggernaut had to rotate. Normally, it was towards the mid lane to try and find some kills, and you're just boots first and spin. Do as much early damage as possible, and then the rest of your heroes would do either the nuke or the control, and that's the way you found the kill. And they actually observe ward right on top of the Radiant Observer ward, instantly pinged out and instantly warded.
Yeah, Empire wouldn't have a chance in this game. I think they would actually just straight up lose in the draft if it wasn't for that last big game. So obvious. And it becomes even stronger when the Juggernaut is picked up after. So.
If this was a Juggernaut call, though, you maybe have a little bit more confidence, because then he might be able to expend from a lot of the initial damage. Okay, here's that movement already. Like I said, like you have to buy boost first, and you rotate to kill off the mid. In this case, they're headed towards the top lane, and in this case, their smoke is broken by No Fear. Ping comes out. No Fear actually came down. Euronix has the stun, but he's lost vision twice. He's tried to go for it. Now the magic missile gets thrown on Kuro.
Oh, look at it go!
And the paralyzing cast is not close enough to the camp, so it's not going to bounce. Kuro's going to go into the spin, but that last attack from G-Rex, it may have just been the icing on the cake to allow Kuro. No, the salve! No Fear, but the Iron Shell's running straight towards him. They're going to pause it. No Fear is in a world of pain at the moment. It's Juggernaut on one side, it's Iron Shell creep on the other. It's just a...
Even range creep attack is coming in.
Look at that thing right there.
Yeah.
You need to go freaking like Sith Lord kind of style. Stop where you are.
That'll by itself will bring him down to like 5 HP.
No, Fairy Fire to the trees.
Kuro.
To the trees.
Joke him.
He's got the movement speed. Where's the boost?
Joke him. No, that's not the way to joke
he
him.
ran back in again. So now Mind Control's going to go for more. They've pinted in Phonic with the paralyzing cast. It's going to be a double kill for Kuro. And chasing down further with the surge. He body blocks in Aloha. Now he actually runs back up again. They've got a dire creep wave on their tail. The Iron Shell's burning down the wave. Support's on the way. No Fear can't reach him for the magic missile. And it will actually be a double kill from Team Liquid underneath the tier 1 tower after the force of Team Empire.
What the hell? Now Fada's actually got a kill on Resolution.
No slows.
Guaranteed almost. Resolution has to deny himself on Ancients, I think.
Oh, good luck.
Radiant's middle tower
Nope,
is under
not
attack.
gonna get it. And Kuro gets a part of the experience as well.
Okay, so the reason why the rotation had to work so well for the Juggernaut early on is, one, you had to get to level 2, so he could do what he didn't just do. Because what happened then was the fact you would pick up a healing ward, and then your jungle to level 3, and then you'd have your level 2 spin and you can take out big stacks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the reason why it changes is because of what he's just picked up.
Iron Talon is one hell of an item, so...
Which makes this support Juggernaut even more. How
Radiant's
difficult is
middle
it to
tower
draft
is
against
under
Team
attack.
Liquid when they keep doing shit like this?
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna be
pretty much always assume that you don't have the late game against Liquid in some ways because they have so many cores.
It just seems to be their play. Like they just exploit how many resources you can get out of your own jungle.
Do you think he goes for like Blink Ags or something? Do you think he goes more like creating power to his ultimate than like true carry Juggernaut?
I don't know if you just look to try and get some auras up and running. Like, if the Ancient Apparition wasn't on the other side of the field, I'd say maybe even a Vladimir's offering might have been really nice for the team, but just because that AA is there, I think you're right. Like, just that blink into an Omni Slash would be a really nice option. Yeah. We'll watch him. We'll watch him closely. But with these kills that happen up on top too, Mind Control's having the time of his life. Like, he's in the sweetest position ever. He's got a level 2 Iron Shell and a level 2 Surge. Which basically means that they can't really kill him.
Yeah. No, most definitely not. Ancient Apparition is terrible at zoning out Dark Seer.
Now, what are you going to do? I hit him a couple of times, he just backs up behind the tower, regenerates, and then throws out another Iron Shell, and the creep wave presence is still there. And there's also like a high-level Iron Shell up against Aloha. Aloha may even... Like, does he even go directly into the Ring of Health now? And build into something like a Vanguard in this game? The Spectre, just to try and stay alive?
You got me. I have no... I don't know what you do as a Spectre.
I think he needs at least the casual Ring of Health at the start. Like, he doesn't need the movement speed with the boots. Yet. That can come a little bit later. Right now, I'm just worried about his survivability up against Mind Control, but Mind Control's backed up. He actually, because he went for the boots first, he hasn't got the Soul Ring yet, so he can't spam these Iron Shells at will.
Yeah, he'll, sell a Fairy Fire or something. Or no, wait.
And they're gonna be pushing. Resolution, Fada. I can't get close enough. He also realized that he'd have to expend his 10 stick charges in order to get that Viper Strike off on Resolution, and it could have just been denied by Nofi, who was next to him. Notice Kuro's build. He went for the second level up. Okay, the charge in for Fada, he'll die. He went for a second point up in Healing Ward. Which actually leads me towards, like, again, looking towards something like the Vladimir. It's that early aura presence just to force down lanes. Work with Matumberman's Bear and just push and push and push. Make sure every single tier 1 tower is down and remove the farming area of the Spectre.
Yeah, between Healing Ward, Mech, Vlads, some Arcanes in there, they would have an amazing amount of sustain.
Yep. And, well, then again, maybe he could even go for his own Arcanes and Mech. I know that's kind of crazy to sound, but then you can make Fader into a more DPS style hero.
Well, that's fine, but Mind Control...
Oh yeah, Mind Control's gonna get the mech anyways.
I forgot about that hero.
Yeah, you're right.
I understand what you're going for. So.
I'm just thinking also like the timing for the farm wise. Like what is the sweet timing you want from Liquid? Well, here comes the charge again. Divorced. He's already level 6, so he's just nether striking back farther. The healing ward comes up, but it's a little too late. Kuro is gonna look for... If he gets a crit here... No, he doesn't. And now he's in trouble.
He's dead.
He's got no spin available. Kuro's gonna feed himself. The healing ward regeneration isn't anywhere near enough. Very successful rotation here from Team Empire. But the surged up illusion with an iron shell is chasing after Revost, but Team Empire will get rid of it soon enough. I'll try and play silly buggers.
Derek's doing.
Is he looking for the? He's looking for the kill on Divorced.
God.
He's got paralyzing cask as well as malediction.
No way.
Yeah, way. It's gonna happen. Dirax, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go, 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 son! Malediction. He needs 2 attacks, but actually no, with the Fairy Fire.
Oh no.
The malediction isn't gonna do enough anymore. Dirax may lose himself, may lose his life.
Is under attack.
This is how much HP you've lost. Oh, that was still a ballsy play to go for.
Well, I mean, just imagine, like, he easily gets level 5, and probably some change out of that if he gets that kill. And obviously, he gets a good gold, like, everything looks so much better for Jarex if he gets a solo kill on a Spirit Breaker who's level 6.
Yeah. Would have been a huge kill for him. We still have to keep our eyes on Matumberman. Now, he's level 8 and a third. He's finished up his Midas by 7 minutes. And he's still got a couple of other useful items on his bear as well as himself. He's sitting at almost 8k net worth on the board. You start to think, now, with the healing ward, Matumberman start taking out towers, there's a huge injection of gold coming in the way of Liquid. What does Spectre do here? Like, you got phase boots as well as Urn. Does Team Empire try and fight them? Can you hit level 6 on Funnick? It's probably going to be the bigger question before Team Liquid push. Because I'm seeing Kuro rotate over there with healing ward up. They get the 8-minute rune and then go for more. But, yeah, okay. Spawn.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Reality, Fada's dead.
Yeah, so this answers your question, right? They rotate the Spectre in for a kill. This gives a little bit of solo time to Funnick at the top lane, where you can get Dix a bit faster. I was just thinking, like, if they can find an excuse, any excuse, really, to rotate the Spectre in for a kill, that'll help get the level 6, and that'll help stop these Liquid.
Well, I don't know if it's actually going to help, because now Spectre can't come and fight up against Liquid. Like, Gavor's going to charge in. And he doesn't have a TP scroll on him. In fact, he munches on the Tango as, well, okay, yeah, that's the thing. But they still just came in for the tower. If Witch Doctor dies, then Witch Doctor dies. Got non-missile Survival here from Koro. So a little bit of chip damage into a Vorce or Resolution may open up an opportunity. They don't want to bring the tower within deny range, and that's just where they've kept it out of. 20 HP away from deny range. The Witch Doctor instantly comes back. They definitely want to finish this job. What's Empire going to do? Commit multiple heroes? Resolution's out of mana. Vorce can potentially just walk into this. Like, he spent all of his money before he comes down for this play. He's going to attempt to deny. Look at the beds go. They have to back a Vorce out though. Vorce
are fortified.
Vacation by space. There does a loop-de-loop. In comes your Ice Blast, and someone's already got the kill on the tower. So he gets what he's looking for. The injection of money. And no denial of Empire.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Net worth-wise, Lone Druid is way far out ahead, but Team Empire is still looking good on their Spectre and Zeus. They just need to continue to get these global kills. And I think they're going to be able to deal with this Liquid strategy. But Vorce is just being a beast right now.
He's creating space.
Yeah, the global strat works really well with his Spirit Breaker, like we were talking about before on the Legion Commander. Except for it's the Spirit Breaker facilitates kills.
Oh, he found Kuro. Found Kuro with the Ice Blast. There was no vision there. That was just that was a guess. And now the Omnisearch are coming out from Kuro, but with a low hard dance right behind him, and the 70% bash bouncing through the spin. Kuro, he's still not dead yet. The Healing Ward's restoration is enough. It's a level 3, and now finally they get rid of the Healing Ward. They'll charge in, and Tubman as well as T-Rex, they're just too slow. Okay, yeah, savage thing. Vorce and a first hit entangle on the back of it.
He's still got charge and Fairy Fire. He might be able to get out. Oh,
Fada.
the right click. Crows it in. Fairy Fire. Oh, he needed the Fairy Fire. He would have lived. He Fairy Fired before he charged. I think he lives there. Or if he charges bottom lane instead of going through middle. Man, that was rough.
Vorce though still did his job. Like, he's still creating space across the map. And this is something which we've seen from Team Empire. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense. With Team Empire, it's just what happens. Vorce just goes in, and everyone else gets kills. Like, they give him early levels, so he's tanky enough that Team Liquid would have to commit a large amount of abilities onto him. But the end result is still going to be the same. Team Empire #1 position remains unkilled. The Zeus is finding more and more pickoffs, even if Resolution did die once. They're still finding these kills. And they're having guess Ice Blast. They're assuming Mind Control is farming up that camp. Charge is coming into middle on top of Fada. Vorce does have the ulti. Resolution, okay, he doesn't actually have enough damage to kill off the Viper.
Yeah, with maxed out corrosive skin, Hobos as well as Zeus's damage is pretty heavily mitigated because the bash is magical. So that means both if he gets lucky with his greater bash, it means when he charges in, as well as Nether Strike. Those are all magical bashes. Play. Uh-oh, Funnick.
Bad needs a tangle. 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Okay, it doesn't need entangle.
They got the charge though. This is not worth the trade.
Oh wait, they're pushing back. The Ice Blast's connected. Okay, no, they're not. There's another strike available.
Once that Nether Strike locks on, you can't let it go.
And they need the Lone Druid. Kuro, he just planted down his Healing Ward. So it looks like they're trying to do enough damage to kill off the tier 1 tower. So again, you lose one hero, you take a tower. Akura needs to actually spin this way if you get rid of it, because they don't have the Lone Druid's survivability. But Empire are ready for this. They run in with a low hard dance. They're focusing on Kuro, who has that ulti still up. Aloha getting hit by the Fiber Strike, making it a little bit more Well,
Oh, that is
risky to go in.
They're not on the same page on that one.
No,
No,
they're
fear
not.
just fed.
Is he dead? He should be dead, right? Fighter gets that last attack in and tick, boom. The Ice Blast flies forward. But there's no one low enough to actually die. Now Liquid can actually bring Lone Druid to the mid lane, and they can take that tower. There's no Spectral Haunt, there's no Ice Blast for a bit. There's no Nether Strike.
Overall, this is still into the favor of Liquid, but they do have a tower advantage and a jungler.
I still say it's their advantage because the Lone Druid and the pushing timing still hasn't been stopped by Empire. Like, Empire's getting to a better position where they can defend against the push from Team Liquid. But Team Liquid still are on their timing.
I think Empire almost need to hunt down the Lone Druid with this next timing of the Spectral ultimate. They have the Zeus ultimate ready to go.
Gold for me.
Even just a charge and a full committal from the Spectre and Zeus. Because if they can shut down Matumba Man's timing on that relic a little bit more, I'll feel really confident about Empire's win.
But if they don't, and this push is going to be real for Team Liquid.
Yeah. Just the Radiance will come online a bit too fast.
How do you even slow down the timing? Like, when Team Liquid are able to, like you look for one pick or you look for a distraction play and then take out a building, you're funneling so much money into that Lone Druid. That's why I thought he was going to instantly go to the mid lane, because then it's the injection of money, go farm the jungle for a minute, and you got Radiance. You got Relic. And probably halfway through your Radiance with 1 minute of farming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And now they're just being held at bay.
I don't know, it's really tough to push into Zeus with an Ancient Apparition as well. This is smart though. The smoke up, they're going to go into the jungle, see if they can catch the Lone Druid.
He's down on bottom lane, but Matumba's not showing himself for now. He'll send his bear over.
Dire's middle tower is
He's
under
actually keeping
attack.
it close enough that he would break a smoke.
Yeah, that he would see a rotation, and then if he puts himself like a little bit farther north, if he breaks his smoke and then his bear sees it.
They just switched the lane now.
Yeah, that was great awareness from Matumba Man.
And now he gets to play the top lane. Darkseer Iron Shell still pushing the lane out a little bit more. In fact, he moves over the side because he's 100 gold away. So once he just takes this little camp here and maybe just a couple more creep in the lane, he can just send the bear down to pick up the Relic without any kind of real delay. He's just going to send the courier up instead. And they take the top tower.
Dire's top
Oh.
tower has
So
fallen.
you
1.2K.
were right about the arcanes, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed that. Or if you said it.
I did, but I wasn't going to quote.
Well done, Toby. Arcane's
Happy landing!
Arcane's on Juggernaut. And now he's got the drums. Oh.
Dire's
Got mana
middle
for days.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
until that kind of stuff happens, and then they don't have the power for days. Also doesn't want to bring this tower within deny range, so he's going to back up. But Matumba's just, like, there's pressure being applied to tier 1 tower mid. Like, Empire, like, your reflex has got to be, I need to defend this lane, right? Then you're giving space to a Lone Druid to finish up his critical item, and you're not ganking him up. You're not stopping him from hitting that
I
time.
think mid tower is important to give up for free. Well, they're
No
not
fears
doing
waiting for the
either.
denial. Missed timing
Dire's
again.
middle tower has fallen.
Horse was coming, but he pulled out. Numbers now at 1,000 gold on that Lone Druid. Just that small little bit of space. Why I still have more confidence in the Team Liquid lineup, because I'm not seeing Empire having the ability to stop it. If they need a Force to have vision. Their observer was they placed after, like, smoke gank and bottom lane that didn't work with the Lone Druid. Some of them moved to where Empire have no vision. They have no setup. So they smoke again into the Radiant jungle. And Team Liquid appear to be very much ready for them.
I mean, whoever they run to, it's a guaranteed kill on that one hero, but everyone else from Liquid will just steamroll that three-man smoke.
And now it's Liquid's turn to smoke. I don't know if that... No, they weren't in range of that Dire Observer Ward. Team Empire
Dire's
should
middle
not be
tower
aware
is
of this.
under attack.
They're already just... They're putting a Force on the front lines. They show
Radiant's
resolution
bottom tower
by
is
going
under
for
attack.
that lightning. Walking through. Okay, yeah, now they realize something's up. They actually surge in the Witch Doctor looking for the stun. They're going to find Funnick out of position as well as a Force. He's entangled, but charge is available. So a Force just charges himself away.
Oh, big mistake. They split their damage way too much. Jarex casts one of them, Bada goes on another, and then some of the rest of the team goes for a host.
And then you get 3 heroes hit by the Ice Blast. Just to slow it down. It's a level 1 Ice Blast, but just a slower. Your healing world's going to repair most of this, and now they take the tier 2.
Dire's bottom tower is under
You're actually
attack.
be careful. But there's no Thunder God's Wrath.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Also such a huge opportunity too, because the damage output from Zeus is heavily negated by the fact that that level 2 ultimate of his, it didn't hit anyone because of the smoke, obviously.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
Gonna finish the
Oh,
job, boys.
wow.
He actually...
Yeah, he just straight up died. No, you're dead as well.
Kuro's got ulti!
Yeah,
Like, he's gonna...
he's still got
wait!
Punic.
Where's he going? I don't know!
He wants to Omni Slash Shavos, I guess.
Well, he's gonna get his wish. Hey, remember me? We played together once. They're going for the GG push already. 19 minutes in. This is what Empire's been doing to other teams. The early aggression and just push. Now it's 19 minutes in. Vor's gonna charge onto G-Rex. He's still got his Death Ward. He'll see a Vor's coming in. Doesn't instantly throw out. That's on a 70% for the back of the wall. That is the reason why Mind Control is a fantastic Darkseer player for that exact moment. The Ice Blast are flying in. G-Rex almost getting body blocked by the bear into that. But they're just regenerating up quickly. Spirit Breaker with a dive back onto her Vorst. The bear just keeps burning through Resolution, and he gets an entangled too. Resolution desperately struggling to get that ulti off. He can't do it, however. This will be a bottom laner frag, 20 minutes in. 4 buybacks on Empire cores. Vector's the only one with a buyback at the moment. But this damage, they're going for more. And a first entangle! Oh, I know, but there's a serious level of OS frog right now. This bear, just get him out.
Yeah, but Tomaman's definitely got to get out of there. He's sticking around a bit too long.
He's got 3k gold now. Like, oh, okay. He could have actually finished up the Greaves.
Yeah.
But he decides to go for the glory kills.
Well, I would say that a lot of this came down to Team Liquid's awareness. When they dodged those 2 different
Dire's
smoke
middle
ganks,
tower
I
is
think it
under
actually
attack.
single-handedly succeeded for them. Because they just needed, like, Empire just needed a little bit ground to start their run, you know? So if they'd gotten that pick off initially on Matumbaman with that 3-man smoke to bottom, they slow down the Relic, they get another kill for the Spectre, they take that tier 1 tower because they just killed the hero. You know, they could just start flowing from there, and they could actually potentially have a Radiant about the same time on the Spectre as it was the Lone Druid, but...
Punic said. Fear's gonna swap him out, but at the same time with the back, they end up losing both of the support of Team Empire. And it may be staring down that moment to almost call it. There'll only be one last attempt here from Team Empire to defend, but if they lose this mid-rack, yeah, there's no tier 4 towers, there's no, sorry, the tier 2 towers still up on the top lane, but they can just attack through into the tier 4 towers, or they can just do this. Fire Slash, Dice, and Resolution. He's down for the count. You will lose Jirac, but again, a perfect back wall by Mind Control. You'll go through her boss, switch Dr. Wall buyback, so will the Spectre, but as GG, Team Empire in 22 minutes of loss, game number 1 of this 2-game series. This is not as close as I thought this game would be. Our last series was actually closer than I thought this game was going to be.
Yeah, Team Empire, Jesus. Just got steamrolled by this strategy. Teams are going to start learning, though, in the drafting process, that that in some ways, Liquid is just going to outgreed you. Now, they won in 22 minutes, so people are going to be like, what do you mean outgreed? Their lane